Well, hello. Welcome back to another video. Well, I've chosen to do this at a wrong time just as I'm going uphill. So yeah, thought something a bit different. Let's get out on the bike, get up to the woods and do a little overnighter. Just out in the hammock. Nice weather, so no need for anything complicated. As you may have seen, it's been an absolute glorious afternoon. Absolute glorious. And couldn't resist stopping off at that little pub just for a swift one. Little fruity number. I'm not really a fan of I don't normally go for the fruity ciders, but with the weather being what it is, I thought, you know what, why not? So simplicity is really the name of the game for this one. Going to head on up the track into the woods, and we'll well, find a place to sling the hammock up. Catch up with you in a bit. Well, guys, it's been about an hour and a half actually since I did that sort of clip of me coming up the lane, coming to the woods. Had a couple of spots in mind, totally overgrown, couldn't get to them, so I had to do a couple of loops. Ended up just thinking, sod it, I'm going to come to a sort of open space. It's away from there is a path up there, but I don't think it's a main path. Anyway, I'm only going to be in the hammock, so I'm not going to be making a whole load of racket or anything like that. Bike went really well. I'm not as fit as I used to be. Some of the hills were a bit more than I'd bargained for, but yeah. But anyway, I'm looking forward to waking up, seeing that in the dawn light. So I'm getting hungry now, so I think I'll make myself some dinner, and then set the hammock up and we'll get going from there. To drag the bike through some pretty ropey stuff. Scratched my legs to bits. I had to put my trousers on because it was sort of grass nearly up to the top of the forks, so tick central. That's the source. Here we go. The best of it. Right, well, here we are. I'm sure you've all seen them. I'm sure you've all had them. Pasta saucy. Look at that. So I've just been going for a little wander. I've just found a little squirrel's dinner, and they come and sit up on the stumps and eat the pine cones. It's quite cool. here we are then. We're in hammock. All set up. Well, I haven't put the bug net up actually. Haven't really needed it. I'm quite amazed that there's no midges or anything about. Not that I'm complaining. Or minges, as my wife and I call them. Which comes from when I was when I was on holiday with my parents when I was very young. I used to go, oh, there's minges everywhere, and my dad always had a chuckle to himself. He never corrected me, he just let me say it in front of everyone. So yeah, fun times. But yeah, I'm just gonna got a couple of drinks. Some of you may be aware, Beavertown, quite a well-known brewery. This is their solar flare, it's a double. I've got two beers that are quite heavy hitters actually, so I didn't bring loads, I just bought two, but they're both quite knock your socks off. They're both, this one's an 8%, which is ludicrous when you come to think of it. So I'm gonna have that one first. That's the double hazy, or hazy double IPA, 8%. And the second one is a Buxton Brewery, it's a Kingslayer, also 8%. Yeah, real kick the doors in, as they say. So yeah, see how we get on with them. Not going to need too much after that, I don't think. Should be asleep probably. But yeah, we'll chill out, have a bevy, and drift off to the sound of the forest and the gunshots that have been still going on behind us over here. It must be deer stalking. I don't know if that's this time of year, but I think it's on the estate that owns sort of the other half of these woods. It's owned by an estate, so they might be deer stalking. Hopefully they don't wander this way. Right, let's crack into this Beavertown and see what it's all about. Down the proverbial. It's dangerous for 8%, that is, blimey. God, you would not know. So I was in Tesco's looking for these, and I could not believe the amount of beers in there that were sort of above 8%. There's, 10% lagers, 10% ales. There was a stout in there, I think it was like a dark banana something stout. It was about 11.5%. Couldn't believe it. What has the beer world come to? Craft lagers, eh? Craft beers. But anyway, this one's good. Cheers. Blimey. 8%. See you in the morning. Good morning, world. Well, it was quite a busy night last night. Had all sorts of animals running around, shouting and screaming, making a bloody mess. Making a racket, I should say. But dawn has broken.
And we're up. We're in the woods. And this is why we wake up in the woods, isn't it? Just for this. That's why we wake up in the woods, because it's just glorious. But anyway, gonna get up now. Got a bit of breakfast to cook up. It's hardly cooking up, it's just reheating. But yeah, time to shake a leg. Get back on the bike, as they say. Right, so just got some baked beans and sausages to be doing. Obviously doing it the same way I did last time. Just going to clear a bit of ground again. God, those beers certainly packed a punch last night. What's the second one? The Kingslayer I had was the second one. That was really nice. It was quite citrusy actually. That one tasted stronger as well. You can actually tell that one was, you know, a knock your socks off job. So yeah, but that Beavertown core, smooth, very smooth, quite light as well. You wouldn't think that from an 8% IPA. Looking forward to getting this grub in me. Think about packing up and moseying on. Right, I've had my beans and sausages now. He's up, that one. Big burner, he's up. Well, it doesn't really do it justice, but the absolute glory of the South Downs is probably the right way to describe it. Glory. Get that down, get that lot packed up, let's get out of here. So for those that are interested, the bike is a 2005 Specialized P1, which was originally made and designed as a dirt jump bike, which I used to do, you know, out in the woods with friends and that. But as I got older, sort of grew out of that, and I, a few years ago, started converting it into more of a sort of like commuter slash cross-country bike. It came factory as a single speed, so I only have one gear, which is quite common with dirt jump bikes, but I converted it to a 10 speed cassette on the back with a full new SRAM drivetrain. That's me all packed up, danglers down, bags packed up. Obviously left no trace, been over, make sure I haven't dropped anything small. So plan from here, ride up onto the South Downs Way, which is probably less than half a mile from here really, but I've got to go a bit of a convoluted route to get up to it. But yeah, up onto the South Downs Way, follow it along. On the other side of the main road there is a tap, so I can fill my water bottles. Always worth knowing where the, you know, where the resource points are. So I can fill the water bottles up, and then I'm going to carry on up and drop down through another set of woods and do a bit of a loop up over another big hill before we get home. So yeah, I think without further ado, let's get back on the bike. Oh, I'm pushing. Oh, serious hills. It's only 20 past 7 and it is absolutely roasting. Oh.
When we get up in the woods up here, I'm going to change out of this sweaty t-shirt, put my shorts back on, yeah, and then it'll be slightly cooler in the woods hopefully. At the moment, out on the South Downs Way, it's baking. Views are nice though. Shame I'm going the wrong way. So, just a little cap on where we are. You might be able to see sort of mid-left some slightly taller trees on the horizon. That's sort of the woods that I stayed in last night. And then, so I've come up to the top of that hill there, and you should be able to see the track running all the way down. That's the South Downs Way. And then the barn at the bottom of the hill here is where the tap is, which I've filled my bottle up. And I've just pushed it best part of all the way up here. And I'm going to go into the woods there. And hopefully it'll be a bit cooler. Well, we got a good crack on actually. Might remember this sign. A few videos ago I was up this way. Oh, but anyway, I'm going back down to the bottom of the valley, and then there's the steep one, the big climb. But home in time for breakfast if I make it. So yeah, let's get a crack on, get a wiggle. I'll show you this hill when it comes into view. Oh, it's going to be a beast. Let's go. I think I need some new brake discs. Not discs, pads. These are dry and probably very worn. Ooh. I'll go one-handed downhill with a brake that doesn't work. All for the sake of YouTube. And there it is, looming into view. So there's two aerials on top, antenna, what are they called? And they have red lights on them, and I could actually see them from where I was camping last night. And I got up in the middle of the night and I was like, what the hell are those two red lights? And then I thought I had to get my bearings, and I was like, oh, it's the lights on the top of the trundle. So yeah, it's called Trundle Hill. It's a beast. I'm going to try and get up there. Oh, stop for a breather. Nearly there. Not far to go now. But I can go round to the right hand side of the hill, so I don't have to go right up to the trig point. But yeah, I mean, obviously I've still got a ride home, but the car park is the destination. You can sit down and have a drink. Right, well, we've made it in one piece. Got up to the car park here. Lovely views, lovely views. Sea to the sea. Yeah, you can see right along the coast actually. It's beautiful, it's beautiful. But yeah, so I'm going to leave the video here. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Do the thing, press the bell, you know the job. So if anyone lives in the local area and they know this hill, come up and have a look at a bench that my dad put in a little while ago. It was actually a 101st birthday present to my grandmother, who's still going. So we got a bench and we installed it up here. So it's got a plaque as well. So yeah, if anyone fancies coming and sitting on the bench, please do. But yeah, I think I'm gonna take a breath, admire the views,